World War II Zombies isn't even out yet, and there are now rumors spreading that the first Easter egg for this map has already been completed. Now, I want to talk about this, but before we go in, let's see what the rest of the community has to say about this. Also, as a heads up, this video is going to contain 0 leaks, zero things. We're just going to be talking about the ramifications of what's going on right now. Mr. Dalek JD says, waking up to see the World War II Zombies Easter egg has been solved. This is not the full Easter egg. There's 2 Easter egg trophies, and no one has got the second one yet. Lagged chiming in saying, I hopped on the Zombies Reddit to see how bad the leaks are. Apparently someone did the Easter egg, or at least a part of it. I didn't read the post, so I don't know. Mr. Waffle Waffles, waking up to my whole feed full of people saying the Easter egg has been solved pre-launch and Sledgehammer are dumb. Same happened for Black Ops 2, and that game was fine. JC says, everyone needs to calm down, man. Why the negativity? We don't know the extent of everything that's going on because we don't have the game. Giovanno saying, the game isn't even out yet and we're already getting bombarded with DLC? The state of the game industry sure is depressing. So most of the main Easter egg has been solved already for World War II Zombies. Very, very sad. New world record for 5 days prior to release. When the game isn't even out yet and the boss fight has already been beaten. Great meme. I just want to rent a baby. Don't let the leaker rats spoil your experience. Sharing leaks is just as bad. Patience is key. Lex chiming in saying, imagine a game having less hype than IW at release. GG World War II. Noah chiming in, the Zombies community has no faith, man. They've been working on World War II for the past 3 years. Just wait. Staying awake from leaks by watching Harry Potter 1 through 8 on repeat for the next 4 days. And finally, we got your boy coming in here saying, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22 or some shit because it is actually my birthday today. So if you're new to the channel, it means you have to subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, it means you have to drop a like. It's just one of those birthday wishes you have to do. Now, it's so funny because based off of looking at each individual tweet, you can clearly tell whether that person is an optimist, a pessimist, or just doesn't give a flying I didn't talk about this at all, and I was like, yo, I don't care. But then I saw Avery, and I'm like, okay, that is a man that truly doesn't care. So anyways, with that being said, what do I think? Well, honestly, when it comes to leaks specifically, I don't really care. If you want to go look at leaks, you can, and that's your decision. If you're someone that wants to see the gameplay before you actually get to play it, or if you're someone that wants to see the gameplay before you actually get to play the map, or even the Easter egg ending before you yourself personally beat it, I mean, have at it, because that doesn't affect me, but I think you're stupid. Doesn't looking at leaks kind of ruin like the whole point of a new map? It's like the excitement of actually getting to play it. So like, I don't know what to say. I mean, if you want to go look at leaks yourself, that really is your call. I mean, they're going to be out there. People are going to post about them. There's all kinds of stuff. But personally, it's just not me. That being said, I know myself as well as a couple other YouTubers do have a connection to getting the game early. So I don't know if I'm allowed to speak on that behalf. It's not a surefire thing for me yet anyways, but the thing is I know is like if I get the game early, I'm obviously going to play it early. I won't be able to stream it until the embargo for Call of Duty World War II is up. But the thing is that's still getting that first time experience. I really love sharing my first time playing, but the thing with a game release is everybody gets it early, like a lot of the time. And the problem with that is like you're going to be behind making tutorials on the Easter egg and all that kind of stuff. So personally, I am probably, hopefully, going to get the game early and have a little bit of a step up on knowing how to play it. But that being said, I just think it's so dumb if you want to spoil that entire experience for you. So that's kind of how I feel with leaks. I would never leak anything. I would never share a leak. I would never put it out there. But at the end of the day, I think it's ultimately the individual's choice whether you want to share a leak and more so whether you want to actually, I don't know, just kind of, in my opinion, ruin your first time experience with whatever that is. But that being said, let's talk about World War II's Easter egg already being solved. Yeah, that is a bit of an issue. So again, personally, I have not gone to the Reddit. I've been doing my best to stay off of Twitter, just specifically because I know there's leaks on there. I don't really want to see these leaks. I don't want to get my first time experience ruined. So I haven't really gone in depth on anything. But to my knowledge, what I know is that there has been one Easter egg-like trophy that is been confirmed on, like, if you go to the game, you look at the trophies, it'll say like 0.01% of people have completed this Easter egg. Meaning that someone has beat whatever this Easter egg is. But what I'm gathering on Twitter and from a lot of people that I've talked to today is that this is like not the main Easter egg. So basically what that means is we don't really know what's going on. Basically, someone has unlocked a type of Easter egg for the map, but it's not necessarily the main Easter egg. It could be the Easter egg and then there's an alternate ending out as well, but that's very, very unlikely. I'm going to weigh in on my personal experiences throughout the zombies years, and I think I can kind of pinpoint what this actually is. And again, if I sound a little bit uninformed, it is because I am trying to stay away from leaks as much as I can. That being said, my Twitter timeline is an absolute mess right now, with literally every second post, the first half being happy birthday wishes and the other half being spoilers. Let's talk about Black Ops 3 though. Before Black Ops 3 was released, there was a lot of early gameplay that was being put out there by just random people that had gotten the game early. And the exact same thing happened. So let me frame this from the pre-Black Ops 3 zombies community. People saw Shadows of Evil gameplay. They got a feel for what it was like. And then a couple days later, they saw this new gameplay where there was this giant tentacle monster in the sky. There was also this like new room that had been unlocked that was way different from the rest of the map. There was like this wall running stuff, and there was all these like lines and this like these like lasers going through the air. There were these floating worms, and there was this big like blue sort of portal thing at the back of this area. Now, if you've ever played Shadows of Evil in your life, you probably would know that that's unlocking Pack-a-Punch. But the funny thing is back then, we didn't know that, so everyone started saying, oh my god, the Easter egg's already been solved. Like, this is bullshit. And on top of that, we had more proof. Do you know why we had more proof? Well, it's funny, because there's actually a trophy that you get for unlocking Pack-a-Punch on Shadows of Evil that says, Silver Trophy, which again says, the beginning of the end. In Shadows of Evil, complete all rituals. Now, if you didn't know the context of the rituals in Shadows of Evil, and there's this big crazy thing in the sky, some new stuff's been unlocked, it led the whole community to think that the Easter egg had been completed. Because it's a silver trophy, it sounds a little bit cryptic. Obviously, this is going, you know where I'm going with this. We didn't have enough information to know what that meant, and just being a kind of pessimistic group, everyone jumped on the train of the Easter egg's already been solved. Meanwhile, it took a whole nother week for it to actually be solved once the map came out. So that's kind of a one-time thing. But it's actually not, because this happens like all the time. For achievements on Mob of the Dead, the silver trophy isn't completing the Easter egg. The silver trophy reads, no one escapes alive. In Mob of the Dead, execute the escape plan. Gee, if I had no context to what that meant, I would probably assume that that's the Easter egg because it's the only silver trophy. Now, there's this other weird bronze achievement on Mob of the Dead called Pop Goes the Weasel. I don't know, it has something to do with breaking a cycle. But you know, the silver one is the main one, so that has to be the Easter egg, right? Listen, I'm being extremely sarcastic, but what I'm getting at is just because you've seen a trophy, just because you've seen something, that doesn't necessarily mean, it doesn't mean anything until we've played the map and know for ourselves. And again, I'm not giving out any spoilers. I will say the trophy that's been beaten is pretty suggestive, but I don't think it's fair to assume that this entire map has been completed. I've just seen this said so many times before. I mean, Transit was completed before Black Ops 2 was out, and that didn't really bother anybody. So listen, again, all I have to say is give it some time, be positive, trust World War II, trust Sledgehammer, okay? They've had 3 years to work on this game. I've seen a lot of negativity today. I just wanted to be that voice to, you know, weigh in, look at all this stuff, and just kind of talk about it in an objective way. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video left you well. Again, it's my birthday today, so you have to subscribe. You just have to. And I mean, why wouldn't you, okay? World War II is coming out Friday. This man might have early game. Well, no, I'm not gonna have early gameplay, but I might get the game early. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, as a side note, it's kind of funny. I've never gotten a single Call of Duty game early before in my life, despite trying in the last 3 years. As well, I've never actually gotten DLC early either. So I know there's a lot of smaller YouTubers out there that I can totally empathize with. Like, yeah, you know, you feel like, oh gee, you know, there's all these bigger YouTubers, they're gonna get the game early, they're gonna get the content, and I'm not gonna be able to grow off that. It's kind of bullshit. Because again, I have never had any DLC, any Call of Duty game early in my life. Okay, and I mean, I'm not the biggest zombies YouTuber, but It's a bit of a struggle not getting early content, but the thing is, you just got to make the content that you feel true to, man, and be unique, because obviously, like, Pack-a-Punch tutorial, you're probably not going to win that race. Oh, and just as a quick bonus for this video, the trailers that have been dropping for World War II have been amazing. So I just wanted to react to the one that was dropped today. So we're just going to watch this through Jinx style, and yeah, let's do this, man, because they're really good. Yeah, here we go. This is for a map, a multiplayer map. Like, again, there's just this whole Activision Presents thing. Like, it's like movie style, man. Okay. Ugh. It's so real, man. It's so real. Like, the vibe, man, that they're capturing is just, oh. That is a cool camera angle inside the barrel of a Panzerschreck. Wow, man. So this is for a multiplayer map. Like, yes. Woo!
I need cover and fire. Ball turret gunner inbound. Target zone confirmed.
Wait a second. This map looks familiar. I'm not sure though. Oh, that slide of the M1 Grands. Yes, yes. Karen's admit. I almost want to say this is a map. Woo!
Season pass and get the Carrington bonus map.
Cool, man. Cool. Resistance. This is what some people were complaining about, that they're already pushing the DLC. I can understand that, but honestly, like, at the end of the day, one of the most beloved Call of Duty multiplayer maps makes its return. Yes! It is a map. It is a map that's already out. Anyways, Casey Neistat. I just wanted to quickly react to that. Anyways, okay, guys, World War II is coming out soon. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And I will see you guys later. Peace out, you frickin' nerds.